let's see. Hey everyone. I don't really have a plan today. Oh, my thing's unstable. Hold on, we're moving again. Sorry. There we go. Let's see, I've got a 3.5 and a 3. Yeah, 3mm. I've got some charmed DK that I got from one of my Crochet Society boxes. I don't know which one. And hi Dawn, hi Alley Cat. So, where did my light go? There we go. Okay. And so I just thought it'd be kind of fun to make some teeny monsters. I don't know. I have no idea if it's gonna work. Let's try it. Let's do Frankenstein. I've got brown, green, black. I also had to grab a little bit of white and gray because that didn't come with my kit. So I needed to supplement. So let's start with brown for his body, and then green for his head, and black for his hair. And then you can add the bolts in a little bit of gray. Sure, let's try it. Again, I have no idea if this is going to work. The only thing I've ever made with my teeny tots are those little dwarves. And this is different than a dwarf. Okay. I also have never used this yarn. Probably not the smartest decision, but that's why we experiment, right? Hope everyone is doing well today. I know, I don't normally go live at this time, but I was feeling like it, and I have no idea what I'm going to feel like later, so here we go. I think we'll do the 3. Is this the 3? It's hard to read. I think this is the 3. I've also got a 3.5 nearby in case that doesn't work out for me, but I'm pretty sure I used a 3 last time. Oh, thank you. Let's see. If you don't know what a teeny tot is, a teeny tot is my tater tot-like characters, but in teeny tiny form. So these are like my tots. I have the Invisible Man, the Bride of Frankenstein, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer right now. I probably should have started with her. She's right there. Well, hello! All the way from Indonesia. That's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if one of the bulbs is burnt out. I feel like I don't have a lot of light. 4, 5, and 6. 1 second here. Ugh. Ooh, I can feel the cotton in that yarn. Oh my goodness, that is, what is this made of anyway? This is the Crochet Society Charmed DK. It's a DK weight, 60 cotton, 40 acrylic. This color is called Daria. Oh yeah, all of these yarns were named after 90s ladies, 90s television ladies, so that was fun. Yeah, this was a really fun one. I want them to do this yarn again and name them after fun things, but they haven't done that since, so. 1 second. Have fun staring at my tots for a moment. Okay. Oh, hey, Need to make it just a little bit bigger because this is too small. I need to have a little room to work with. And I lost my stitch marker. There it is. Hey, Joanne. Yep, when you come in, just say hi. This is very chill. I'm just making monsters over here. Oh yeah, I also have Creature from the Black Lagoon. I forgot about him. If this goes well, maybe I'll make a tiny version of him. Hey, Lori. I got choked up. Ugh. Aw, thank you. I just decided I wanted to go live. No real plan other than I wanted to make tiny monsters and I thought I'd go live. That was the entire plan. Like I said, not much of a plan. Okay, seriously, where did my lights go? Did one of the lights burn out? All right, let's try that. What's everyone working on? Anybody working on Halloween projects yet? I mean, I know as crafters, we kind of have to work like 2 months ahead of the actual holiday or we never get anything done. And then Christmas, we have to work on like all year. So I have no idea if I'm going to get that blanket done. Ugh. This is why I don't make blankets. I make tiny things. I'm actually going to move the camera just a little bit, so hold on. We're moving. Sorry. Hi, Yarny Bestie. How are you, my love? Back to school, put a pause on your projects. Yeah. Oop, hold on, I missed somebody. I'm making the cowl that is Sam by Hook or by Needle is having, the Halloween skull shrug. Ooh, yeah, I saw that. Oh, if I made more garments, man, that'd be awesome. Nova, are you all packed? Okay, let's see. Ooh, this is gonna be tiny. Okay, now we do the back loop so that it has a base. Whee! I am good, just finished some editing. Glad to have that wrapped up. How are you today? I have a blanket finished too. Yeah, I don't like blankets either. Yep. Blankets, man. Blankets. I'm okay. I don't know how the rest of the week's gonna go. For those of you who understand this reference, it's week 7. If you know, you know. So I have no idea how this week's gonna go. I've been crazy stressed. And so that's not helping. That's why I needed to do something today that was fun. Nova, you're always talking about do something for you. This is for me. We have a good chunk of packing done. Space. I've only got my phone today, so reading comments is harder. I have a good chunk of packing done. Space bagged up clothes and what's left as much of stuff I can fit. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Okay. When in doubt, make tiny Frankensteins, right? When I made the dwarves, the 7 dwarves, somebody told me that this would be a really good size for earrings. I have no idea. I don't make earrings, but, well, I mean, I do, but not crocheted ones. But if y'all want to make earrings out of them, go for it. And then show me a picture, because I'd love to see. Hi, Blair. We were talking about your tots on Monday, makes yesterday, live with Diana D and Paula Mint. Oh, fun! Thanks for talking about my patterns. Very sweet. I enjoy them. I know everyone wants me to do a pattern for this guy this year. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we're going to try. Oh, by the way, September 4th? Yeah, I think that's right. September 4th, Andy, the Crafty Witch, and I will be live again on our channels together. Teresa will be unavailable again, so she sweetly volunteered to be my guest. The consensus was that your tots are just as cute or cuter than Woobles. Oh, y'all make me blush. Well, I happen to be a little biased, so. They're also free. Just putting that out there. My tots are also free. And you can use any yarn you want. Right now we have Bride of Frankenstein, also known as Liz, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Invisible Man, and Enid Sinclair from Wednesday. The Woobles just posted a short about their advent calendar. Yep, I saw it. I've got a short for them too. Hopefully I can film that today. I'm getting it, don't worry. It will be reviewed just like last year. Heather's getting it too. And if you want to see them all made, also if you want to see all of the Halloween one made, go to Heather's channel. Yep, we were talking about how expensive the Woobles are and how you can make adorable stuff for free with your own yarn. Yep. I get the kits mostly to review. I have a channel. Y'all want to know what they're like. I review it. And I will admit, I bought the haunted house one for the box. If I'm being entirely honest, I pretty much bought that one for the box. It said Addams Family House to me, and I thought Addams Family Tots would look adorable in there. So, yeah. Also, I thought the little accessory kits would make good shorts. So, there's that. Oh my goodness, I've never tried it, but I wonder if I could make like teeny tiny little Addams Family. That'd be so cute. Yep. 30 plus. Because if you get a licensed product, it's usually in the 40s. But I have to give the Woobles credit. I do like that they listen to their customers. Okay, I totally understand that. They listen to their customers. They take back feedback very positively. I had a shipping issue, and believe me, it was very annoying, and you'll hear about it when I review the Corgi kit. But they did give me a little bit of credit on their store because of the hassle, so that's something. I totally get it. They are really cute. If they weren't out of my price range, I might get them here and there, but I do think they are just overpriced still. Nova, didn't I send you a Phoenix? One of the accessory kits? I thought I sent you a Phoenix. If not, I will have to remedy that. I'm still waiting for my Woobles Halloween box to ship. My order was acknowledged on July 31st. Katie Lou, you might want to message them on Instagram and ask them what's up, or email them. Because what happened with my Corgi, I'm not going to tell you the whole story, but part of it was somehow 2 shipping labels were created and it canceled out the system. And then my thing never shipped at all. So yeah, you might want to email them. Hi, Himoza. Blair, I just made a video on the Woobles kit that I got from my friend. Okay. Yep, I was so happy you sent me Fox. I made him, but haven't filmed anything for him because I can't find him from moving my yarny setup. Oh yeah, if you put !Corgi, you can link your channel. Is that tall enough? Nah, let's do one more. He's a little taller than a dwarf, so let's make him one more row. Sorry if I miss any of the chat. I am just using my phone. I don't have my computer to see the side today. Because I didn't know I was going to go live. I was down here filming a flip through for the new Crochet World magazine for autumn 2025. So that's a video that'll come out next week. And then I went, you know, let's go live and let's make monsters. Itty bitty monsters. Hey Nova, when you get all squared away, you just let Andy and I know, and we'll schedule our monster mash. Shannon, I can't remember, did you make a Sally tot too? Yes, I did. She's not here at the moment, but I did. I made Sally, Jack, Zero, Oogie Boogie. I made Scary Teddy the other night, but we won't talk about that. It does not look right. I might end up doing Lock, Shock, and Barrel in like this size because I think that'd be kind of cute. Yeah. I was going to email them tonight. I had placed my order July 29th for accessories and the Witchy bundle, and it shipped out on the 30th, and I got that Friday. Yeah, definitely email them. I am going to try to fit my overhead mount in my suitcase if I can. It is a bit heavy though. Oh dear. Okay, I think now we switch to green. And green is called Clarissa, as in Clarissa Explains It All. Oh, if you missed it, our first one was Daria. These are all named after 90s female television leads. I forget what the black one is. I think the black one's Sabrina. Yes, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I wish they'd done like a whole line of these, but they only did like 6 colors, so whatever. I remember one of them's Topanga. Oh, I can't remember all of them. But there's Sabrina, Daria. What did I just say this one was? Nope. Clarissa. Wow. Wow. Great job, Shannon. And then Topanga. And there's 2 more colors. I think one might be Raven. Okay, this is driving me crazy. I'm gonna go look it up. I'll be right back. Here are the last 2. Yeah, this one is Topanga. And this one is, oh, Angelica. Angelica Pickles from Rugrats. Or not Angelica Pickles, Angelica. What was her last name? Anyway, from Rugrats. Yeah. I had a thought for Buffy's tot. Mr. Pointy, break a toothpick and sand the broken end, and you can poke it through the stitch on her waistband. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think Andy's gonna send me one of her little, 3D printed. Wow, my brain. It was Pickles? Okay, you know what? I can't even tell you the last time I saw Rugrats. So, thank you. Okay, what was I doing? Switching to green, that's what I was doing. But yeah, I like your toothpick idea. May have to do that, at least temporarily. I really want to make Ben and Glory because I think the challenge of doing the 2 heads would be really cool. I am not getting fancy over here with stitches because this thing is too tiny. And that's our telephone. Yes, we still have a landline for emergencies. Let's see. It has been ages when I am up there. I think I need to make my niece and nephew watch Rugrats. Yeah. Scythe. What? But it doesn't hurt to have both. Yeah, I was just thinking of the word 3D, but yes. Yep. That is what it's called. Although technically I think it's a wooden stake. But yeah. This isn't really a tutorial, but you know, I made 6 and then 12 and then I did the back loop and then I did 2 more rows. So that's it so far. And then I changed to green. And it's still 12 stitches around. At the moment, I think I'm making a teeny tot Frankenstein's monster, but I'm not 100% sure if that's what it will look like. It was so cute. When they were down here last month, I showed my nephew Barney for the first time, and then he thought I loved it, so he made me close my eyes and led me across Barnes & Noble to show me the Barney Pop. Oh, cute! Adorable! I lived overseas most of my childhood, so I got shows way later than the States, and also a lot of the shows weren't in English. So I had a lot of tapes, you know, VHS. I was cracking up and hugging him at the same time. Oh, be right back, gotta grab a kid off the bus. Yes, please grab children. Grab your children so that they are safe. That's cute, Nova. Okay. This will be the second row of green. I could have done a slip stitch for this one, I guess. But he's a monster, so, you know, he's kind of disheveled anyway. Yeah, I'm down here. Sorry. So yeah, I was trying to figure out what I want to do for like my Halloween tots. Welcome back. I know I still need to make the Wolfman, and I guess King Kong Godzilla, but I really don't want to. Not this year anyway. I'm actually leaning more towards the mice from Coraline. The little circus mice. They count, right? Yeah, I think they'd be cute. like that movie, but I disagree when people say that it's a kid's movie. Strongly disagree. I know there's a guy on the internet who writes horror movies for a living, and even he is freaked out about a lot of parts. So, yeah. Not a kid's movie. Sorry, no. My favorite Halloween movies are the Halloween Town movies, but I feel like they would be hard to totify. Okay, I gotta show you my drawing, Nova. I don't have it. I drew out what a Marnie tot would look like. The one where she's in her purple robe. I drew that out, and I liked how it looked, but I never actually went through with it. I may have to, though. I also drew out the twitches. I have sketches for all of these. I did Marnie, the twitches, and oh, give me a second. I know his name. It's not Benny, although Benny would be really cute. It's her friend, her little monster friend. What is his name? You know what I'm talking about, Nova. Her monster friend? Oh, I can't even think what kind of a monster he is. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. Or any of them. Ooh, but on the same subject as Kimberly J. Brown, did you know Hallmark is making another Haul Out the Holly movie for their series, which I love, with Lacey Chabert. But this time, it's Haul Out Halloween, and it's got Kimberly J. Brown and her husband in the film as people who love Halloween in a town that loves Christmas. That sounds so cute to me. I'm very excited when that comes out. It needs to get here faster. Is it Luke? Okay. Katie Lou, King Kong and Godzilla aren't classic Universal Studios monsters. That being said, only if you want to make them, and even then, you don't need to make them this year. Yeah. King Kong would be fun, honestly. Godzilla, I think, would be less fun for me. I just don't feel like making animal-type monsters this year, I guess. I don't know. Creature from the Black Lagoon may be different, but technically he's already got a pattern. I just have to do the tutorial for him, so yeah. But yeah, anyway, I think that movie sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, can you imagine? A town that's obsessed with Christmas and all of a sudden Halloween lovers come to town. Ooh. How interesting. Unrelated to Halloween, but you know what would be cute lineup? The Sanrio characters. The Sanrio characters as tots? Is that what you mean? I would classify Creature from the Black Lagoon as a humanoid. Kinda, yeah. A lot of people want me to do the Blob, but I can't figure out how I would do that. Oops, I knew I did that wrong. Okay, now we need Sabrina. I am not going to make a Labubu. Sorry. Not gonna happen on my channel. Sanrio tots. Okay, yeah, that'd be cute. I don't know though. The Woobles may have me beat on that one. Theirs may look way cuter. But I could give it a try. Oh, the other one I drew out was Death Becomes Her. I got little doll joints and everything. I really want to do that one. But that's why I thought I would start out with Glory and Ben, is because it can get me used to the doll joints. Pff, no, I have faith. Thank you. Hey, I saw your recent squares. They look really cool. I can't do a crochet along that like you have to do for a whole month or a whole year or something like that. My brain just doesn't stay focused long enough. I even tried to do the movie Granny Squares again and I failed. I have, however, been keeping up with every movie I watch. So that's something. And rating them. And I'm gonna do the thing I did last year at the end of the year or the beginning of the year where I talk about every single movie I watched. And do like a 2-minute review of each one of them. Because y'all liked that, so I'll do it again. Nova, are you serious? Girl. Okay, cyber movie date. You, me, this Halloween. Grab Cheyenne. She can do it too. We're all gonna watch Death Becomes Her. Because that is a classic. Oh my gosh. How? How have you never seen Death Becomes Her? Katie Lou, you haven't seen it either? Oh my gosh. I'm so sad for y'all. It's a classic. Oh, sorry. 3 rows of green and right now 1 row of black. So, yeah. Now, it's different if you like never wanted to. I get that. Some people, that's just not their cup of tea. It's not their humor, and I get it. But if it is your kind of humor, you need to see it. I found out that Andy has made a Coraline doll and never seen Coraline. What? So I told her, I was like, you have to see Coraline, and we're gonna watch it this year, because yeah. You need to know why the doll is important. I love Death Becomes Her, and I was really on the fence when they said they were going to do a remake. However, the casting for that makes me really happy. So the original casting was Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn. Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway have worked together, obviously for Devil Wears Prada, but other things as well. And Anne Hathaway did part of her Kennedy Center presentation. So Anne Hathaway is going to play Meryl Streep's part. Yay. And Goldie Hawn is Kate Hudson's mother. And Kate Hudson is going to play the other part. Her mom played that part. So I was like, aww. And we know that Kate Hudson and Anne Hathaway are fabulous together if you've ever seen Bride Wars. So, yeah. I'm actually really happy about this remake now. Now they just have to find the perfect guy to play Ernest, and it will be a solid movie. Right? Yeah, you need to see Coraline at least once in your life. If you're over like 13. Look at his little hair. He's so cute. Not only have I seen Coraline and several times, but I've read the book. Yes, it was written for children. Maybe the book was, but I'm sorry, the movie is not. I mean, I would go so far as to say that you need to preview this movie for your children. Like, if your children have nightmares, don't show it to them. Yeah, I think it sounds like perfect casting. I'm deciding what movies I want to do for my Film Friday this Halloween. Well, not Halloween, but like, you know, October. And I think now, since I have several people in my audience, I'm going to have to do a Film Friday to convince you to see Death Becomes Her. The girls I was a nanny for wanted to watch Coraline, and I had to tell them no. They were elementary age. Oh, goodness, no. No, 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 no. No. Even if your kids like Tim Burton, which this is not Tim Burton. It's not. But even if they like that kind of feel, this is scarier. There's a reason they put it in the horror genre. There really is. I don't know why it is so much harder to stuff tiny things. It's like the stuffing won't go where I want it to, but if you stuff a big thing, it'll go everywhere. Got too much stuff on camera. Too much to look at. There we go. We'll just look at the tots. Oh, and Frankenpoo, because he's so cute. He's a tutorial already on the channel if you want to make him. He comes along with the Beetlejuice Winnie the Pooh as well. I am not the person to ask about kid-friendly. We watched whatever in my house. My parents just wanted to make sure that I understood what I was watching. So they raised me on a bunch of classics. I mean, I was like a 4-year-old who knew who Humphrey Bogart was, so. I'm very thankful for that, actually. Your mom was super strict? Tiny yarn and black yarn. Why? Why did I do this to myself? He couldn't have had like purple hair. My youngest was in 2nd or 3rd grade when Coraline was in theaters. She wanted to see it, knowing it was a horror movie, and I took her to see it in 3D. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, you know what? If you thought she could handle it. I'm glad I didn't see it as a kid. First time I saw it, it had been out a very, very long time. I think the first time I saw it, I was in my 20s. Yeah. Which was forever ago. I respect people's decisions for their kids and their family. It really depends on the kid. I've still never seen it all the way through. Hello, this is my first time catching your live stream. Oh, well, welcome. It's usually pretty random. The horror movies I was raised on as a kid were these. I saw The Blob, I saw, you know, Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, I saw Frankenstein's Monster, Bride of Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula, of course, with the most ridiculous bat puppet there has ever been. The Louis and Costello Frankenstein versus Dracula, or whatever it was called. It never would have occurred to me not to let a kid watch Coraline, though, if I'm honest. Hi, Rose. Yeah, my friend and I have a discussion all the time. Her daughter's favorite movie is Nightmare Before Christmas, and so she's like, totally, she could handle Coraline. And I was like, really? Are you remembering all of Coraline? And then she watched it again without her kid, and then she's like, oh yeah, forgot about that one part. Never mind, I'll wait till she's older. It's like, yeah, that's probably smart. Honestly, the worst part about that entire movie is just the beldam herself. You know, the very end, her transformation and everything. Everything else I think is fine. But that part is definitely the part where I would be like, yeah, if you're a parent, I would preview this. I'm making a tiny little Frankenstein's monster. We're almost done with him. You think the book is creepier? Okay. Well, that's probably because, you know, you can use your imagination and you can imagine anything. Our brains can take us places. Which can be good or bad. Oh, no. Come on now. My favorite thing about Coraline is its use of color. Color and character design. Definitely they thought of every teeny tiny detail, and that is what makes it a good film to me. I love when directors, costume designers, animators, whatever, pay attention to the extremely tiny details that, you know, you don't actually think about when you're watching it, but then you would notice if it's not there, kind of thing. Okay, now we just sew up his head, like a real Frankenstein. Oh, come on now. I can't get my needle out. There. I know, right? The sweaters were hand knit clay. I can't even imagine knitting with clay. Stop motion is fascinating. I mean, just look at the Aardman Entertainment. You know, the people who do Wallace and Gromit and stuff. It takes them like 4 years to make half a movie. I still want to see that other Wallace and Gromit movie. I haven't seen it yet. There's a lot of movies I haven't seen that everybody's talking about, and it's like, oh, well, I haven't had time, so been busy. We were supposed to go see the Fantastic Four movie this past weekend, but I was not feeling well, so we didn't go. It's not going through the hole. Ah. I have to use a different one. This one's a wee bit pointier, not much. There we go. Oh no, now he has a dent. Oh well, he's a monster, it's fine. If you watched my video where I made all of these little teeny tots, everybody agreed no eyes was best. So, no eyes it is. We are going to give him teeny tiny little bolts. And this is the Lamia Mini Cottony. There's the information about it if you want it. I got these off of Amazon. Not sponsored, just stating a fact. And we're gonna do the false French knot for this. If you've never seen my false French knot, it's really easy. You take a string, switch sides, go 1, 2, 3, pull, 1, 2, 3, pull, pull gently, make sure the knot lines up on top of each other, like so, and there you go. Then you just push on either side, and you have a French knot, without actually doing a French knot. You can use it for eyes, accessories. When I made the Corpse Bride, I used it for her flowers. Oop, I missed one. There we go. Let's find the front. And we'll just sew them to his neck. Oh boy, which side? This one. Whew. Everyone excited about the fall menu for the coffee shops tomorrow? I love that Dunkin' Donuts is so close to me. Hi, Carla. I'm gonna get some pumpkin munchkins. I love pumpkin flavor. Anybody else excited for the fall menus? Okay. Still not happy with Starbucks, of course, but whatever. People with allergies cannot get a fall drink at Starbucks. So great. Loving that. So I am going to find a copycat recipe. Hopefully it's good. Oh boy. It's the only problem with doing things that are tiny. It's hard to see where you mess up. And they're not even. Oh well. Hi, Rainbow. Or Denise. Let's see if I can use this one to place this one back. Yes, I should have used the smaller scissors. I know that. But they were already in my hand, so I kept going. There. Tiny Frankenstein. Boop. Let's see. Should we do the misses? I wonder if I should try him again. Or if I should do her. At the moment, there's quite the height discrepancy. Let's try her. I have no idea if this is going to work. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to use the cream. Yeah, because this is almost too thin. So we're going to use Topanga. I'm gonna have to watch this live back just to get my labels on the correct skein. Okay, what's going on? Why is there no end no matter where I go? What is happening? There we go. Yeah, we'll use this color. Well, I mean, I say we, it's just me, you know. Okay. Let's see, tomorrow on the channel I am doing a yarn review, so that'll be fun. Thursday I have the next to last installment of Back to Basics with Teresa at Critters Crochet. That will be at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you've missed any of the others, there is a playlist on my channel and hers. It is, tomorrow's lesson is the treble crochet, or not tomorrow, Thursday's lesson is the treble crochet. And that night we will be live, Lord willing. Friday night, Teresa will be live at 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern on her channel. She's trying her first vertical live. So go support her. There we go. If you're on your phone, please double tap the screen to like the video. And if you're on the computer, please hit the like button because it does help me. I'm going to have to get off of here soon though, I'm pretty sure. I'm glad she's doing Friday so I can stay up late. Yep. She's doing it Friday for other reasons, but I'm a little worried for her because Friday is a big night to compete with a lot of channels. There's a lot of people who go live on Friday nights, but you know, she announced it early, so that's good. I'll help as much as I can. But you know, it's week 7, so I don't know how useful I'll be, especially towards the end of the week, but I'll be there if I can. So if y'all just want to spread the word about her live, that'd be great. And if you can't stay up late, I mean, watch the replay. That helps her too. I know it's not as fun because you can't interact with the host, but replays are still fun. They're nice to turn on while you work. Also, if you haven't seen my video with my collaboration with Dream It DIY yet, we did a Disney crafting collaboration with the Forgotten Friends of Disney. That was really fun. I also did another autumn podcast. Hoping to get more views on those because I brought it back because y'all said you liked it, so please remember to watch it and leave a comment so that the algorithm pushes it. Thank you. Oh yeah, OPhire is doing a buy 3 get 1 free for their summer hooks. Because they're going away, so they're trying to get rid of them. That would be the watermelon, lagoon, and beach ball. They're very fun. You can use my link in the description box, my OPhire link, if you would like to look around and or shop. Because just clicking on the link also helps me. Even if you don't get anything. The advent calendars by Twice Sheared Sheep are selling out quick. This is a really good one, y'all. If you like fantasy, fairy tales, classic novels, this is the one for you. That's also in the description box under Twice Sheared Sheep. VALARI's hosting some kind of giveaway, so you can go check that out if you want. Use the link in my description box to check out the website. Premier's got a bunch of new yarns. I haven't talked much about them because they're not the kind of yarns I use, but they're pretty. Oh, thank you. That's sweet. This is a free tutorial on the channel. This will probably be a written pattern in my Facebook group. She is a tutorial on the channel, as is her husband, Frank. The girls are not tutorials yet, but if you go to my beautiful bookworm tot, you can learn how to make this kind of hair, which is one piece. So yeah. And the invisible man does not want to stay. Oh yes, and everyone's favorite, Boop. On the 27th, we will be making him live. I will teach you how to make the adorable Boop. You can even make him really tiny. So if you have any questions about how to make that, you know, make it along with us. The live is already posted for notifications. So if you go to the description box of that video, you've already got your materials. So you can gather your materials and be ready for us next Wednesday. Hooray! I think it'll be a lot of fun. Can't wait for y'all to see what I'm doing for Teresa's birthday. I've been working on her project. I'm hoping I don't have to turn it into a Christmas gift. I'm hoping I can finish it. So, wish me luck. Next Thursday, I am doing another Melick Adventures collaboration with Danielle and Ben Melick. And the theme is Nightmare Before Christmas. So, if y'all have ever wanted to see my Nightmare Before Christmas collection, go to that video. Because I will show every bit of it that I can. I may have to show a bunch of pictures, unfortunately, because I haven't gotten my Halloween box out yet. And I don't know if I can before next Thursday, so I may have to show a bunch of pictures. But I do have quite the Sally and Zero collection. And a little bit of Jack, too. I'm also considering, I don't know if I can pull it off, but I'm considering making a corgi inspired by Nightmare Before Christmas. If you haven't seen my corgis, this is a gargoyle, and this is Scrump from Lilo and Stitch, so yeah. I think a Jack one would be really cute. I do not know how you do such tiny stitches, micro crochet. This is not technically micro crochet. Technically. This is just tiny. But thank you. Yeah, lots of fun stuff coming up, yep. Hopefully y'all will like it. Hopefully my advent calendars start showing up in October so I can go ahead and start filming those for November and December, but we'll see. If you were here the other night, I was working on my Woobles, fake Woobles. So I've been working on that too, which is Wicked themed. That video is on the channel if you want to check that out. We've been making lots of bats. I'm still making bats. Oh my gosh. I have a giant project that I'm needing all these bats for, so can't wait to show you that when I'm finished. And let me think. Is there anything else coming up? The live next Wednesday. Nightmare Before Christmas Thursday. That's next week, by the way. Yeah, that's it till September. And then when we hit in September, Decade Divas, baby! That's gonna be fun. Teresa and I are first, so you'll see our videos first, and then everybody will go on Tuesdays and Saturdays for all of September and most of October. Oh yes, I'm working on my Tim Burton Tuesday videos. Hopefully I can film those next month. Hopefully. I think I picked some good ones this year. I could do the color changes differently, I just don't want to. I'm thinking about doing memberships next year. So if you're watching the replay, or if you're watching live, leave me some ideas on what you would like to see for if you got memberships. We could do members only lives. We could do members only crochet alongs. I could do members only patterns, like only y'all get it. That could be pretty cool. I could take you along on shopping trips. Maybe we could even go live and y'all could help me shop. That could be fun. Hi, Rachel. I need to last 20 more minutes. Can I do it? I have no idea. Love all your tots. Very creative. Oh, thank you. I'm actually going to pause here and do the bolts, because it's easier to put them on the inside. Running errands today, just caught you. Glad you're here. Yeah, I had no plans to go live today. It was just a spur of the moment thing. Whoops. Dehumidifier is now full. Oh no, come on. There we go. Yeah, probably should have done this before I added the hair. Oh well. It'll be fine. Yep, definitely should have done it before I did the hair. Oh well. Lesson learned. Okay. Hello, Ginny from Sydney. Hope you are well. Thank you so much for being here. There's the first one. And now we're making his bride. I've been to the Outback. I've even seen a wild platypus on my birthday, which was pretty cool. And a tree kangaroo. Yeah, that's probably plenty. Hi, Hope. New South Wales? Cool. Wow. My live is so international today. Fun. Okay, somehow I have to do the lightning strike. Well, let's see. 7:59 a.m. Oh, wow. I think I'll just make it simple on myself. There. Oh, Lori, you're still here. Good. I'm running errands, but I have you in my ear. Okay. Oh yeah, it's Tuesday. You saw your grandkid today, didn't you? Not bad. Oh, yes. Sorry. If you want to drop your link, it's exclamation point and then Corgi. C-O-R-G-I. Haven't said that in a while. Sorry about that. Go ahead. Here. I don't have access to my keyboard real quick, so. Like that. No spaces. You're welcome. If anybody else wants to drop their link, that's how you do it. So everyone go check out Hope's channel. Go throw them some yarn. Why is it always the last stitch is just not happening? Oh, yeah. Makes sense. I've been okay. Tired. Been working really hard behind the scenes. Y'all don't see it yet, but working on my fall videos is really tough on my body, so hopefully it's worth it. Oh boy, that's gonna drive me crazy. Okay. Actually, the white would probably be better. Yep. And winter isn't gonna be any easier. As I've got advent calendars to review, and that's a lot. I think I counted 6 this year so far. Let me see. Twice Sheared Sheep. Yep, about 6 of them. Come on. Okay, you know what? I really hate this needle. It's not doing anything for me today. It's not even the right color. This would be easier with a sharp tip needle, but they're nowhere near me, so. There we go. Now the other side. Would not have been an issue if I had just done the bolts before I did the hair. but I didn't. So now I had to fix it. There. Aren't they cute? Frankenstein's monster and Bride of Frankenstein. I think they turned out cute. What do y'all think? I'm losing a label. Here it is. This one is green. Whoops. Get them in a second. Here we go. I need Daria, got it. And Sabrina. If you weren't here at the beginning, these yarns are the Crochet Society Charmed DK, and they are all named after 90s female television characters. So this one is Sabrina for Sabrina the Teenage Witch. This one is Angelica for Angelica Pickles from Rugrats. This is Topanga from Boy Meets World. Clarissa from Clarissa Explains It All. And Daria from Daria. So they came in a Crochet Society box last year, and I never did anything with them, and I thought they'd be fun to experiment with. So yeah. I like them. Although I usually like the Crochet Society yarn, so I'm not surprised, but let's see. I wonder if I can make a really tiny boop. I don't know. Do I want to try it? Yeah, let's try it. I got time. I think I'll do the body first in case I have to adjust the wings. Ah. Nope, you know what? This hook and this yarn are not going to be friends, so never mind. Plus, I've technically already made one. There's Tiny Boop. And that's a 3-weight yarn and a 3.25 millimeter hook, I think. Well, I've got some time, so I guess I will continue working on my Fubu project. Let me remove this. Let's see, what row was I on? Okay. I heard someone say the other day that counting in Amigurumi is not important. I almost spit out my tea. Counting is not important. I beg to differ. Counting is critical. If your stitch count is off in Amigurumi, yeah, there's really no coming back from that, because it changes the shape. It's different if you're going like across on a flat piece, but when you're going in the round, it literally changes the shape. Oh, sorry, Sonia. Nightbot doesn't like emojis. I've tried to fix that. When you said that, I was like, clearly they were joking, right? It was April Fool's or something, but holy mackerel, counting is the most important in Ami. Yeah. No, they were not kidding. Oh, get this. Apparently there's also no proper way to stuff. Yes. Yes, there is. Now, there are multiple ways to stuff. That I agree with. But just stuffing willy-nilly? No. Stuffing is part of shaping. So, no. They said a whole bunch of lies. It made me so mad. I need to make a video about Amigurumi myths and why they're not true. Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, there are different ways to stuff, which I could do a video on that too. There are different ways to stuff your pieces. So the manner of which you decide to stuff them, like if you roll it into a ball, or if you do the thing on the sides, or if you do the little piece by piece thing, that doesn't matter. But it does matter how you stuff, as in shaping your piece on the inside. That's the part that they were talking about. You can just do it any way you want. No, you can't. If I did it any way I want, his head could be over here. Because I could have stuffed too much on this side and then he has like a really overgrown cheek or something. It matters. It matters. Another one they said that I couldn't believe this. It's like, really? You're serious? And they were dead serious. That the yarn you use, you can use any yarn you want for amigurumi. Literally, Elise Rose has made so many videos on yarns that are terrible for amigurumi and yarns that are great for amigurumi. She's been doing this a long, long time. So I'm gonna listen to her. Making people intimidates you? Even my tots? It's just a little cylinder with hair. Or no hair. Right, Lori? Right? Yeah, that yarn goes so well for amigurumi. Not. My favorite thing was they did an entire video dedicated to like how much they hate the Woobles. Then they bought like 3 more Woobles kits. I have a shaky relationship with the Woobles. See, I see things they do well and things they do not well. So I keep getting the kits hoping they'll get better. I literally think this person bought the kits just to rag on them, which I don't think is right. You have to at least talk about the parts that were good. I'm thinking bad words at these people right now. Yeah. And I would love to say that it was, you know, a tiny channel that just got started and they just didn't know how to do YouTube yet. Nope. Nope. Not true. Not true. It's a veteran. Well, I'm not actually sure. They have a lot of subscribers. I'm not 100% sure if they're like a veteran of YouTube. More than likely they started out on TikTok, but who knows? There's actually a company that makes yarn that I really, really want to write. I want to write them and say the reason I won't use their yarn, because honestly, their spokesperson is a YouTuber and I don't trust them. So why would I buy your yarn if I don't trust your spokesperson? Yeah. They are not consistent in any of their reviews of anything. And they hate on a lot of companies. And weirdly enough, it's always companies they don't work for. But the companies they do work for, they praise like crazy. But it's like no other company that doesn't pay them is okay. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. So I don't trust them. So I won't use these people's yarn. And I think I should tell them that. Like, hey, you should pick an honest reviewer as your spokesperson. And they could come back and be like, well, they have a lot of subscribers. Like, yeah, well, people are sheep. So they follow the trends. I think you should do Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. I already did. Rachel. Look up my video of things I made for other people. I made Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. I even made the Seven Dwarves during a couple of lives. But those would be harder to find because my thumbnails are kind of generic. I'm going to, am I going to do both rows? Yeah, I'm going to do 2 more rows. And then I'm going to get off here. Oh, I saw another person talk about how a lot of supplies were a waste of money. And that we shouldn't be, spending money on ergonomic hooks or bent tip needles or anything like that because it's a total waste of money when the plastic ones and the little hooks from the Dollar Tree and stuff will work just fine. Where I agree with some of that, if you're doing this as a business or you're doing this for a long time hobby, like you really, really like it, invest in the good tools, okay? You'll thank your hands later. Your hands will thank you. If you're doing this all the time, invest in the good tools. This is a tulip. It was not inexpensive, but it was not expensive. It's just right in the middle. I love it. It's not what I use on like all my tutorials and stuff, but I gotta say with the Woobles yarn, it's really nice because it doesn't have a super pointy tip, so it doesn't get caught in the yarn. It's got a nice smooth metal finish, so it slides with the yarn, but it's got that teeny tiny little almost pointed head, so it gets in the stitches. It's a good mix for it. Clover's good for it too. These, not so much. Now, if you are just starting out and you do not know if you're going to like this craft or not, I still say go with a hook with a handle. Don't just get the little metal stick because you need some kind of grip because it'll be more comfortable for you. Because one of the reasons people quit doing crochet is because it's uncomfortable. That's why I took a hiatus, is because I didn't know anything about ergonomic hooks. And I wasn't willing to make my own polymer clay hooks, so I just took a break from it for a while. And then I found out there was such a thing as ergonomic hooks, and I was like, what is this magic? And yeah, I bought myself a cheap little set of ergonomic hooks, and I was so happy. And then I found Krista at the Secret Yarnery, and she's like, have you heard of Clover? And I went, no, but I'm trying those. And that was magic. And Krista is exactly who I blame for my hook obsession now. I regret nothing, though. I have Clovers, I have Tulips, I have Crochet Society because it came with my boxes and advent calendars. They are good hooks. I mean, you saw me use them during this live. They're good hooks. They're just not great for everything. The reason I have so many different kinds of hooks is, yes, I review them, that's true. But I also think that there's different hooks that are good for different things. Like I said, the Tulip is great for Woobles yarn. See? Even when that thing is twisted, where easily other hooks could get caught in those little fibers. Nope. Although I do try to straighten it out. I don't like that it does that. I'm not a fan of this tube yarn, but you know, if I'm making a fake Wooble, I might as well use Wooble yarn. Or the style of this yarn, because actually this is not technically Wooble, this is yarn. But it's the same thing. I mean, here, I have Woobles yarn right here. It's the same thing. Yep, smiley lady, yep, yep. Where am I at? Row 8, okay. I have no idea how Heather can fly through these things. This yarn is hard on my joints, and so it's really hard for me to make all of those projects and stuff. And one of the reasons I don't make them is, one, I run out of time, but two, it's just so much harder on my joints because there's a lot of cotton in here, and cotton is rough on nerve and joint pain. If you already have it, it's because there's hardly any stretch. Yarn called yarn. They must got the name idea from Just Yarn. Yeah, the brand is Secafris, I guess, but yeah, it's just called yarn. It doesn't even have a color name. It's just yarn. It tells you that it's yarn, not even the weight of it, just that it's yarn, and that you should use a 4mm hook. And it's 50 grams. That's it. That's the entire label. It's not too bad on my hands. I do try and stop as soon as I feel my hands get tired. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I'm honestly surprised I can crochet because I was crocheting like all night, so. I'm making more bats. There, if you're new, that's Boop. He is my bat pattern, and I love him. And next Wednesday, we're going to make him live. The video is already up for notifications, so if you go to the description box of that video, you can gather all your supplies. And then you'll be ready to make him live with me. And then if you have any questions, I'm right here. You do need you do need to know how to make the basic stitches. So slip stitch, well, chain through double crochet. You don't even have to know a treble, but you have to know a double crochet, and you can make him. Also, I changed the wing design, so now we have 2 wing options. Kind of happy with it. If you have seen, wow, I cannot talk. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to get off here soon. If you have not seen the Autumn Podcast number 2, I highly recommend that. I show you a sneak peek of the new wings. Also, you get to hear the mug story, which is kind of funny and kind of tragic. This is the final row for this, I think. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna actually move this here. If you want these stitch markers, they are the cat clips. They are in the Twice Sheared Sheep shop, which is very hard to say, and it is linked in the description box below. Yes, the tragedy of my mug curse, yes. I have thought about asking if any of my Disney friends could pick up my mug for me if they still have any in the parks. I have a friend who lives like right next to Disney World, so she goes there a lot. I may ask her to see if they have any left. I have a feeling they do not, but that collection was so popular. Oh my goodness. Hopefully I can start my pillow soon. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I think I'm actually gonna make something that looks pretty close. I have decided I'm gonna use felt for the details because I want them to look as cartoony as possible, and I just think that the crochet just doesn't look quite right for the appliques. I know I want it to work so badly. I think it's gonna be so cute. I got the yarn, haven't opened it yet, and I'm really hoping that the colors are perfect, but we'll see. I get to use a huge hook. So that's always fun. It was so cute. My comment section was telling me where all these new mugs were. And it was like, you could get another Halloween mug. I don't know, y'all. May just go back to the Disney villains. I have a small little, like, cappuccino cup or whatever tower of Disney villains. Those are the ones you usually see me use, because that's about as Halloween a mug as I've got. It comes with the Evil Queen, Ursula, Maleficent, and Cruella, I believe. I got that a few years ago. And one more. Oh, this is right before the color change, so that's perfect. Okay, cool. Then yes, I will do this row. Then I can change color. Yay! Then I think I'm done with the green because I made the hands already. No, but I don't want to get rid of it because I have to make her nose. Yeah, her nose. I have 3 projects that I really want to make this fall that are not connected to collaborations or Tim Burton Tuesdays or anything like that. One of which is the mini pillow, mini ghost, and one that I probably will be the only one who finds it funny. I don't know. Now that I've met Andy, maybe she'll like it. She's the Crafty Witch, by the way, and her link pops up every once in a while, so you should go follow her. I don't know. You have to have a very strange sense of humor for that to be funny, but we'll see. And then I want a Halloween project. I want to do a fun Halloween video. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hi, Maddie. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Oh, you just got home from school. Hopefully you don't have too much homework. I remember to change colors. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, just take it one section at a time. If there's any subjects you can knock out really quick, you know, do those and then they're done. For me, it was English homework. I could knock that out, no problem. But math, bleh. So don't tell me God doesn't have a sense of humor, because he gave me 2 things that I absolutely love to do that require a lot of math. One is crochet, and the other is baking. Yeah. I see what you did there, big guy. 2. Good for you. Oh yes, eating is important. I was a math teacher, but I hate counting, so yes, God's got a sense of humor on me on that one too. Math is math, you can't change math. Okay, change to black yarn. Yay. Everyone's favorite. Can't see your stitches, yay! Kind of obvious, but I'll still put the stitch marker there just for my own peace of mind. I have ADHD. It is harder for me to listen and learn. I dated someone with Asperger's. I had a friend with ADHD and autism. And I have several friends with social anxiety. I think I don't have that because I took theater. Yeah. I mean, I was nervous the first time I did a video on here, but it was kind of a different experience, so. I have Spoonie brain. So my brain will just go to places and nothing I can do about it. Just comes with the territory. Oh yes, go feed your dog. Puppies get food. Oh yeah, I'm starting to feel it. I'm gonna have to go soon. Like really soon. Let's see if I can finish this row. Wah! There we go. Oh, your food. No, no, no. Don't give the dog your food. Give it its own food. Okay, everyone. Well, thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow for the yarn review. Yay! 9 a.m. Eastern. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too.